What's up, guys? Out here splitting up some big rounds with the 3206. This thing has its quirks, but I'm running this thing on a little Chinese skid steer, so I'm sure it would run better off a Bobcat or a ditch witch, but with this thing, I think it's pretty much the angle you get at, and try not to do too much at once. Just kind of bite off pieces. And I'd rather do that than, not be able to do anything. So, I mean, it's kind of slow, but it's definitely a back saver. And, it's doing okay so far. You just can't get anything too knotty or twisted up. Straight oak seems to do okay if you break it down in sections. So like I said, I just got this thing. I tried using it when the blades weren't even sharp, and it wasn't doing anything. So yeah, they shipped it. The blade was super dull, rounded, but that's to be expected. They can't get a razor sharp blade on there and ship it and have someone cut themselves with it being out in the open. So I probably need to sharpen it more. So far it's not doing too bad. So I am running it on the JQ400. It does run it. It is a little slow. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about breaking rounds down little by little to help me out. That way I don't have to saw them or split them by hand. So it's working out okay so far. We'll see as it goes. I'll keep updates. But, so far so good. So as you can see, this thing is it's pretty big. This thing comes up to about the top of my hip, so that's probably a good 3-foot diameter log. Pretty big. So we'll try to come in here and just hit some edges. It looks like we got some knots up here, so we'll hopefully stay away from that. We'll see what it does. I might have to break it up down here. But yeah, we'll come up here to start off and see if we can't break that down. That straight piece, that's a big round, but that's so straight, I'm sure that should split pretty easy. So counterweights are working good. I've lifted a few logs. So far it's not doing bad. So yeah, let's try to break this one down. Alright guys, so what I've noticed about this machine and just the little time I've been using it is when you go to split something big, this is your most powerful position, so your cylinder's there. So this is like a regular log splitter, you're pushing it this way. That's when you're going to get your most force. I've noticed splitting things, a lot of stuff I'm able to split this way, but then on the retract, which this is a dual wedge, but really coming this way it's the retract, and you're not getting as much force. A couple of these I've definitely gotten stuck in the wood. It's doing better now that I sharpen this wedge. I think it needs sharpened a little bit more, but so far it's just getting used to it. It seems to be doing okay. Yeah, anything with knots in it and stuff, you just, with this machine you're not going to get through it, but we'll keep using it. This is the first time I've used it, and you know, I was able to break down 3 or 4 pretty big logs that, you know, I don't have to cut through or mess with, so that's a good thing. You know, this end out here is kind of awkward. Being out like this, I have to get used to stuff being around. Like if anything's close, it's kind of hard to maneuver with that cylinder in there, but luckily they, you know, cover everything up, because I would have definitely hit these hoses by now and probably would have busted them right off the edge. I need to secure these hoses down a little bit better, maybe to right there. I already did there. So overall, for this little machine, like I said, I think if you had a you know, like a Bobcat or something, a little more expensive ditch witch or something, you know, this could probably blow through it on the return stroke. But you know, this little thing's not putting out much power, but you know, it split some things up, so I can't say it was a fail. So yeah, just I think when you're starting to break things down, when they're still big, you just want to split it in this spot going this way on the forward, pretty much the forward stroke. And then once it's small, I think you can split it up. But yeah, that's the 3206. Got it here before any tariffs could hit, so happy about that. I think they told me they were waiting on a part or something. It was back ordered, so I think I waited a few extra weeks. I started getting kind of nervous, and I did call them a few times. I think every week on a Friday I was calling them, kind of bugging them, asking them you know, what's going on. And then once we had the tariffs come in, or once Trump said he was going to do tariffs, I was even more nervous. So I just wanted to get it here. I didn't want to pay extra, and so yeah, it's here, hooked up, and did some splitting today. So I can haul these over, and they're manageable. I can pick them up, and you know, and these were pretty big rounds. I mean, these were probably 30. A lot of these were 30-inch diameter logs, so pretty big. So yeah, this definitely can save your back. You know, down the road I can put on you know, a bigger pump or something, and see if that helps. I haven't really messed with the pressures on this, so I'm sure the pressures are still low, set from the factory. I could probably bump them up a little bit, and that would help out too. So overall, not too bad for the first time using it. We'll find tips and little tricks we can do to make things better down the road. So yeah guys, you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Don't just watch the videos, subscribe. We're going to come up with some more stuff. Now's the season where we're going to make tons of videos, and you can't see them unless you subscribe. They'll pop right up for you. So like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. See you guys.